Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about boot trees. The way boot trees work is you have a handle here that turns, and there's a screw, there's a long screw here that makes the top expand or contract, and there's a long screw here that makes the bottom expand and contract. And this piece right here has a little pin at the end, or two little pins. So if you slide the little pin, there's really no good way for me to show you. But if you look at the base of this, there's a little pin going across, sticking out both sides. And you can snap it into a notch on the bottom screw. And then as you screw, see how it opens up? Or gets smaller. Now I can pull it up and snap it into the notches on the big long top screw. And now I'm making that get bigger or smaller. That way you can make the calf larger or the heel area larger. I have a pair of boots here that I need to tree out. Now, according to the directions on these trees, you're not supposed to go more than 7 turns on the top or the bottom without doing the other one. So you don't want to make the top huge and leave the bottom as is, because it puts too much stress on it. You're supposed to only go 7 turns difference one way or the other. So if you notice, while I was doing this, I was screwing the bottom open and then raising it up and doing the top, and now going back to the bottom, and that way it's not putting a whole lot of stress and trying to open it up more than it should and leave the other end small. All right, I've got it taut in there. And now I'm going to look at his measurements. So his short heel is 14 2/8. So I'm going to measure around the outside of the boot, just right at the ankle area. And right now I'm at 14 1/2. And it's not very tight in there. So I'm going to open this up to 14 3/4, because I like to add a 1/2 inch over the short heel in the throat area. And the reason I do this is because I'm not measuring the inside of the boot where his foot goes. I'm measuring around the outside. The outside's a little bit bigger because of the leather in there, so I'm going to add a 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to look at his calf measurement. His calf measurement is 17 at 14 inches up his leg. So at that point, I'm going to thread this tape through the pull. I'm going to measure right at that spot on the boot top. And right now I've got 17. So I'm going to open this up. Again, I'm measuring on the outside, and also cowboy boots aren't snug to the calf like riding boots, for instance. Cowboy boots have a little bit of ease. So I'm going to add 1 inch to the boot tops in the calf area. I'm going to make it 1 inch bigger than his calf, because I'm measuring on the outside, and also because I don't want it snug on his calf. Now once I get there, I'm going to go back and check the short heel, because as I made the calf measurement bigger, that forced the short heel area to become smaller. I'm going to check that one more time and make sure it's still at 14 6/8 where I want it. And there we go. Now these boots are on the trees. I forgot to show you, I spritzed them inside so they would be damp inside before I did this. That way they'll take and hold this shape. There's one more important tip to using boot trees. You never, ever, ever want to just set them like that to dry, because it's going to fall forward and squish your vamp and make this ugly wrinkle that will never come out. I'm going to hang it, and that way I get to keep my nice vamp shape. and don't get an ugly wrinkle as it dries and sits there.